Hi, in this video we will discuss about the first law and the second law of thermodynamics. First law is about conservation, conservation of mass or conservation of energy. The second law is very abstract. In fact, it's so abstract and they come up so many different statements to describe it. So first one, easy for me to understand, is second law describes the direction of a process. It tells us the direction, it can only go one direction. For example, when you hold a hot cup of cocoa, and the heat will transfer from only one direction, from hot to cold, right? From the hot cocoa to your cold hands. That's just one direction. And it will be it will not happen from the heat will not transfer from not from cold hands to the hot cocoa, right? So that's the second law. Second law to me is a way easy to understand, is to determine which direction a process is going, or in other words, tell us whether a process can occur or not. So here's some example here. So a cup of hot coffee does not get hotter in a cool room because the heat transfer from hot to cold. This is a second example. When you have a wire, have electricity going through, you know the wire got hot. So electrical energy converted to the heat. However, you cannot go ahead add heat to it and to make this wire generate electricity, right? It's only go one way. This is another example. You can transfer heat to, for example, when you have this paddle wheel and it's going to cause shaft to get hot. In other words, you cannot add heat to the shaft and somehow generate mechanical energy to turn this or crank this up, right? So those three examples, all those processes cannot occur even though they are not in violation of the first law. I was thinking about it would be easy for us to cook a steak in the refrigerator. It doesn't work. We cannot take out the heat from the refrigerator to warm up the steak, right? So that's the second law. All right, so we talk about briefly, second law is so abstract. There's so many different statements. And since there's no simple statements that capture all aspects of a second law, there are few statements. We're going to look at them respectively in the next few videos. The first one is Clausius statement, and we're using heat engine as example. The second one is called Kelvin-Planck statement. We're using refrigerator as an example. So the third one is entropy statement. So stay tuned and we will be looking into those statements in the next few videos. See you then.